Salut Etienne et bienvenue au dernier cours de l'année. Can you believe it? Last lesson in year 10. So let's make it a good one. Next time you'll see me and hear me, you'll be in year 11. Can you believe it? Right guys, so as this is the last lesson, I didn't see the point on pushing on to the next part of this module with summer in between the next lesson. So what I wanted to do was first off just revise the absolute key core essentials from module 5 because you won't have learned it as well at home without having that experience of class. So I just want a lesson to revise, to practice, to go through the absolute core principles that I need you to have mastered before the summer. I also just want to give you a thorough test because it's going to be 6 weeks where you will have some testing on your French, but it won't be the same as what we can do. And I want to, and I'll do this at the end of the lesson, but I want to leave you in a good place so you are ready for your summer homework, which will all be on Frog and it will be posted to your door. So no excuses to make sure it's done. This summer homework will make a difference. At the end of the lesson, I'll go on and on and on about that, but that's what we want to do today. We want to make sure you're in a good place for the end of the year. This is going to be a testing lesson, guys. It's good for you to be pushed like this. That's what it's all about today. So you know how this starts. Alors mes petits, on va commencer comme toujours. Donc s'il vous plaît, inventez le date pour moi dans vos cahiers et copiez le titre du genre, c'est révision module 5 et pas le contrôle de post-it. Aujourd'hui, vous avez 6 phrases clés qu'il faut savoir comment dire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 en français. Put me on pause now when you're all ready. Recommencez la vidéo and I'll go for the answers. Alors, mes petits, if you listen to me now, you've got the date and sign in your book and you've had a go à contrôle de post-it. C'était un peu plus difficile aujourd'hui. Let's see what we've got. Donc, le premier, the first two, I've put in the past tense. We've done a bit of revision on the past tense. It's something you need to know à l'inverse. Did you get this right? I went to France. C'est je suis allé en France. Je suis allé. Remember, in the past tense, aller is a regular verb. Every single one of you will say je suis allé in your speaking exam and your writing exam. Make sure you know it. Numéro 2, it was a chance to. If ever there was a phrase to sum up year 10, it would be this one. We've used it so much. C'était une occasion de. It was a chance to. And then use the infinitive. C'était une occasion de relaxer. C'était une occasion de oublier mes soucis, etc. Numéro 3, for my dream holidays. Pour mes vacances de rêve, for my holidays of dream. A beautiful sentence. We did this at the start of this module, talking about our ideal holidays and revising the conditional tense. Wasn't it fun? Alors, 4 et 5, c'est la même chose. More revision of the conditional. I would like to go. C'est je voudrais aller. You could also have j'aimerais aller. A lovely synonym there. I would go. Aller in the conditional is an irregular verb. It is j'irai. Aller changes to ir, and then we've got our AIS conditional ending. Et finalement, I like to stay. It's a cheeky past tense. It doesn't say I have liked, but you guys know you have to have the have. Put it all together. J'ai aimé le séjour. How many times have I said the importance of the word le séjour? And I know you're sitting at home. I know you didn't know that word today. Make sure you know it. J'ai aimé le séjour. I like to stay. Right, guys. So let's get on with what we're going to do on today's lesson. Alors mes petits, donc we're going to split the lesson into 3 parts today to make sure you're ready. We're going to do a few little tests to look at vocab, key things you need to know, and we're going to revise our tenses, which is such an important part of the whole GCSE, but particularly on holidays, you're going to be changing and talking about tenses in almost every question. Then I'm going to spend some time going through your learning to see what you can do. So let's start avec un peu de contrôle. Et voilà mes petits, la première chose qu'on va faire, c'est comme toujours, on va jouer les sables mouvants à la maison. Mais qu'est-ce qui passe aujourd'hui? Et il n'y a pas de français pour vous aider, pas de français ici. Pourquoi? Parce que j'ai 15 phrases qu'il faut savoir. Tu connais combien des phrases ici? Tu connais combien? Alors, ce qu'il faut faire, alright, put me on pause. And I want you to be 100% honest with yourself. These 15 keywords, the key 15 must-knows, how many do you know without any French to help you? 1 to 7, arrêtez. Il dit ne continuez pas avec les corps. Don't carry on with this lesson. il faut apprendre plus avec memorize. You need to go and memorize if you know under 7 of these, and you need to just revise module 5 before coming back to this lesson, because you won't be able to handle this lesson and you haven't got enough the knowledge of the vocab to carry on. So there's no shame in it. You need to go and memorize and practice some more before coming back. 8 à 11, this is about where I'd expect you to be. 8 to 11, yeah, that's all right. I bet you're close on some of them as well. Continue the lesson. 12 to 15, I'm happy with that. Guaranteed GCSE 9 next year, guys. So put me on pause, be honest with yourself. How many of these do you know? And either once you've done that, carry on with this, or put me on pause, go and memorize for a bit and come back, decide what you're going to do now. How many of these do you know? Alors, right guys, if you're listening to me now, you were confident from the last round and you're ready to have a go at this. Vous savez ce qu'il faut faire pour les sables mouvants, on a fait ça plusieurs fois. Vous aurez 36 secondes aujourd'hui et les mots en bleu et en vert vont disparaître. Alors, il faut dire anglais, français, rapidement avant que les phrases disparaissent. Par exemple, I stay, je suis resté. Do you want, vu lever a single bed en simple. I want to remove, je vais en chambre avec air conditioning, la climatisation. Boom. Alors donc, c'est ce qu'il faut faire. S'il vous plaît, mes petits, put me on pause now, yeah? See how many you know, make sure you can match them up. And then, when you're ready, restart the video, I'll count down and I'll start making the words disappear. Bon courage, mes petits, put me on pause now, on y va. Alors mes petits, if you listen to me now, you're ready to go for this. Bon courage, on commence. 1, 3, 2, 1, allez! Alors, environ 10 secondes. Et 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Et c'est fini, mes petits. Alors, bon effort ici. La deuxième temps. Et voilà. These are 15 must knows. So you've got to know them. No preparation this time. You should know these off by heart. Let's see what we can do. First one's I stayed. Je suis resté. On commence. 1, 3, 2, 1. Allez! First column is down. Soyez rapide, mes petits. Et 10 secondes, un peu moins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Et c'est fini, mes petits. Alors, bon effort avec le vocabulaire ici. Autre chose maintenant. Alors, mes petits, we've looked at some vocab. We'll come back to that. We've looked a bit at some key structures. Let's focus on the tenses now and what you can do. Alors, je vais expliquer l'activité en français. This is the first activity that's on your handout today, so you'll need to go on Frog, load up and have a look at it. Je vais expliquer ce qu'il faut faire. Alors, on a fait WordSup avant, mais cette fois, c'est un peu différente. Normalement, Yeten, pour WordSup, il y a les phrases en anglais et il faut traduire les phrases. Mais aujourd'hui, toutes les phrases sont en français. Mais le problème, il y a un mot qui manque. Donc, dans le bol de soupe, il faut choisir le bon mot pour compléter la phrase. Par exemple, si j'avais le choix, if I was having the choice. So we'd say in English, if I had the choice. But in French, to say, if I was having the choice. Voilà, c'est la première chose. Après avoir utilisé un mot, effacez le mot, voilà, et écrit le mot ici. Donc, c'est si j'avais, voilà, si j'avais le choix, je, avec mon lycée, I would what? With my school and something, my friends. Alors donc, cherchez dans le texte pour le vocabulaire. Aujourd'hui, numéro 1 et 2, ce sont difficiles aujourd'hui. Voilà. 3 et 4 sont plus difficiles. Et pour les experts, c'est numéro 5 qui est le plus difficile. Aussi, les experts, vous avez un défi additionnel ici, 2 choses à faire. Alors, mes petits, je vais vous donner 5 minutes pour faire ça. S'il vous plaît, tout le monde, put a timer, un minuteur on your portable, put a timer on your phone for 5 minutes. You can just type directly onto those boxes I've given you underneath and just put the missing words. You don't have to copy it all out, guys. 5 minutes for that, please. See what you can do in 5. When the 5 minutes are done, restart this video and I'll go through the answers. Alors, guys, this is going to be tough. You know this is tough. We've done this in class. Just go for the easy ones, see what words you've got left and see how many you can get. Alors, bon courage mes petits. Put me on pause now. On y va. Hello, mes petits. If you're listening to me now, you've had your best go at this and you're ready for answers. Let's see what you've got. Alors, le premier, it was tough straight from the beginning because it's a C clause in the conditional. It's talking about your ideal holiday. This is what you should have. Donc, c'est si j'avais le choix. If I was having the choice or if I had the choice, je voyagerais. I would travel avec mon lycée et and something, my friends. All my friends, tous mes amis. Voilà, donc si j'avais le choix, je voyagerais avec mon lycée et tous mes amis. Excellent effort. If you got that, that's number 1. Give yourself a tick. Alors, numéro 2. Il y une salle de se reposant. C'est il y aurait. There would be une salle de jeu, like a games room. So we're like arcade games and like pool tables and like ice hockey stuff and that. Donc, il y aurait une salle de jeu. Se serait reposant. That would be relaxing. All right, 3 down. Let's move on to 3, 4 et 5. Alors mes petits, donc maintenant, c'est les questions plus difficiles. C'est 3 à 4. Let's see what we've got. So, look at what you've got left, and then it's a question of trial or error. D'habitude, je. That's your first clue. If it's d'habitude, usually it's in the present tense, and then je, I, so it's got to be a verb that comes after it. So, where's the verb in the present tense here? We've got aller with an accent, past tense, past tense, past tense, present tense, and this is an infinitive, so it's one of these. What's the pattern? Is je, donc c'est d'habitude, je passe des vacances au bord de la mer, qui veut dire en anglais, usually I spend my holidays at the seaside. Remember, our word for seaside is the border to the sea, au bord de la mer. You will see that in your exam. Right, guys, I'm doing so well at this. Il y a 2 qui restent, so look at what we've got next. What tense is this going to be in? So it's mais l'année, it's got to be l'année prochaine, but next year, that means I've got to be in the future tense. So, but next year, we, something to go to the mountains. We are going to go to the mountains. Qui est? Nous allons aller à la montagne. We're going to go to the mountains. Pas du ski. So, pas means like to. Is in order to. So next year we're going to go to the mountains in order to what skiing? To do skiing. Pour faire du ski. Voilà. After pour is always an infinitive. Alright, so now we've just got suis, j'ai, été, essayé, aller, soleil. Right, there's a lot of gaps in number 5. We know what we've got left. Let's have a go. Le dernier, je en Grèce, j'ai le surf et pris un coup de. Alright, so it's got to be, there's no année. So it's got to be l'été dernier. Last summer, I something to Greece. So if it's last summer, you want to say I went to Greece. Je suis allé en Grèce. Get rid of those 2. Alright, now I've got j'ai essayé and soleil ici. J'ai essayé le surf. This word, it comes from our verb essayer. It's the past participle to try. So I tried surfing and j'ai pris un coup de soleil and I got sunburned. Or you say in French, I took a hit from the sun. J'ai pris un coup de soleil, and that is what it's all about. Bon effort, mes petits. Love this activity. Add up how many you've got. Bon effort ici. This is a bit more complicated with different tenses and structures. Let's have a look at the extra challenge, which is even tougher. Alors, mes petits bon effort, si tu as tenté le défi additionnel aujourd'hui, let's have a little look at what you've got. So number 4 is in the future tense. We talked about this. Next year, I'm going to go to the mountains to do skiing. Put it in the past tense. What do you need to change? I need to change l'année prochaine to last year. I need to change nous allons aller to we went, and the rest is fine. So 2 things to change. You need l'année dernière and nous sommes allés. If you've got those 2 things, give yourself a tick. Why is it dernière like this and not the other way for dernier, like this one here? Because this word is masculine or feminine. Look, dernier, this is the masculine form. Summer is masculine, so this is masculine, but the word year is feminine. Look, it's got an extra E on the end, so this is the feminine version. You've got to get it right. Oh, I've crossed that out, that's confusing. You've got to get it right. Voilà, dernier, c'est féminin. And then, nous sommes allés. Remember, je suis allé. Because it's a motion verb, you need to use être. So when you're changing it for nous, exactly the same thing. Now, the examiner will love this. They're looking for you to talk about other people's in different tenses to get the top grade. And this is how it's done. Alors donc, ça c'était extra challenge numéro 1. La deuxième, you had to change numéro 5 into the new form. Just like what I've said, the examiner wants to see this from top candidates. Changing verbs, showing you know the patterns to get the top marks. This is what you should have. Donc, l'été dernier, nous sommes allés en Grèce. Nous avons essayé le surf. Et nous avons pris. So you need to think about how to change it and all of those rules. If you're not sure about them, don't worry, it's going to be part of your holiday homework. You are welcome. Donc, les petits, we've looked at the vocab and had a bit of revision. We've looked at some of the grammar and structures. We're going to put the 2 together now in an out of nowhere little vocab test. Let's see what you can really do and what you've really learned. Alors, mes petits, maintenant, c'est un contrôle de vocabulaire. Et voilà, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Mais c'est très grand aujourd'hui. Donc, vous avez 10 minutes pour compléter le contrôle de vocabulaire. C'est beaucoup, hein? C'est parce que c'est grand. Aujourd'hui, c'est sur 20. D'accord? Sur 20. Donc, 12, c'est la note d'admission aujourd'hui. Il y a 3 parties. Partie 1 pour question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Qu'est-ce que c'est en anglais? Il faut écrire l'anglais ici. Pour partie 2, qu'est-ce que c'est en français? Il faut écrire le français ici. Pour question 6 et 7, je vous ai donné la première lettre pour vous aider. Attention, 8 and 9, yeah? Last year, next year, everyone always spells this wrong. They've got to be perfect. Perfect to get the mark. If you miss off the accents, if there's even the slightest thing wrong, it is wrong today. Alors donc, ça c'est partie 1 et 2. Et voilà, la troisième chose qu'il faut faire, partie 3, comme toujours, il faut mettre le mot dans le bon espace. Donc, 7, je allais en vacances en Grèce. It's going to be je suis allé. So this year, I went on holiday to Greece. Utilisez le vocabulaire dans les boîtes ici pour compléter les phrases pour moi. Mes petits, ici c'est le défi additionnel. I think you get 4 potential bonus marks for this. Have a go at it in your 10 minutes. Guys, 12 will be a good mark today because this is long et compliqué. 15, très bien. 18, oulala. 20 sur 20. No one's going to get 20 out of 20, but good luck. Put a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. You've got a version of this vocab test on your sheet, and then when you think you're done, after your 10 minutes timer goes off, recommencez la vidéo. I'll go through the answers to see if you've got up to 12. Bon courage, hein? Alors, mes petits, if you listen to me now, then you've had your 10 minutes and you're ready pour les réponses. 12, c'est le cible aujourd'hui. Donc, mes petits, prenez un stylo rouge si vous en avez. Voilà. Et le cible, c'est 12 sur 20. Bon courage. I'll only give you the marks for some of these if they're perfect. For partie 1, though, just into English, if you're close, I'll give you the mark today. Donc, le premier, combien de temps restes-tu veut dire how long are you staying for, how long do you stay for, anything like that. As long as it's the present tense, give yourself the mark. Voilà. Alors, numéro 2, Ici, on peut faire. It's a bit of a classic. We've seen it in other modules. It means here you can do or here one can do. Either one of them, give yourself a tick. Numéro 3, ça s'est très bien passé. It's such a key phrase. It means I had a great time or I had a really nice stay or anything like that. As long as I like it here, as long as it's a positive idea, give them the tick. Alors, give yourself the tick. And numéro 4, en bon rapport, qualité, prix. Now I recycle this from an old vocab test because I think you would have done badly back then. Have you learned it this time? En bon rapport means a good relationship between the quality and the price. So I'd say in English, it's good value for money. Anything that suggests that answer, give yourself the tick for today. Et finalement, le coucher du soleil. Coucher is to go to bed. Je me couche, I put myself to bed. Donc le coucher du soleil veut dire the sunset. Et voilà. Right, guys, give yourself a mark out of 5 for the first section. A word like sunset is really, really important. You could use this to like make your opinions and your stories that you tell in your writing assessments and the real thing more interesting. What did you do at the weekend? I went to the cinemas, I went to KFC. Mix it up. I went here, we watched the sunset. Beautiful. That's the sort of thing where you can add some detail, add some flair and really stand out to the examiner. Alright, 5 marks so far. Told you I want 12. Alors, partie 2, c'est plus difficile. You only get the mark on partie 2 if it's literally perfect, including accents. Don't cheat. Be strict with yourself. Make sure you're prepared for this. So, accent in the first one. For my dream holidays, pour mes vacances de rêve. If you've not got the circumflex, which is this little hat, on the rêve, no mark. Bon effort si tu as. Alors, I would go on my own. It's the conditional tense here. Should be j'irai toute seule. If you put the wrong toute, then you don't get the mark. If you're feminine and you haven't added the extra e, you don't get the mark. It's got to be perfect. Toute seule. Be strict with yourself. Alors, numéro 8. Last year I went. We know last year is l'année dernière. Have you spelled it right? Have you got the feminine form? Have you got the accent? It's got to be l'année dernière. Je suis allé. Exactly, perfectly like that, girls. If you've not added the extra e, you don't get the mark today. Et finalement, next year I would like to go. L'année prochaine, je voudrais aller. Again, you need this to be perfect. You need the prochaine to have an e on the end. Je voudrais aller. I'll also accept j'aimerais aller. Voilà, j'aimerais aller, but nothing else. Those two or nothing. I know I've been harsh on you, but it's good for you. Mark out of 9 so far. I'm after 12 overall. Let's look at section 3. Alors, pour la troisième partie, il fallait mettre le mot dans le bon espace. Donc, le premier dit cette something, je something, aller en vacances en Grèce. C'est cette année. This year, je suis allé en vacances en Grèce. Qui veut dire en anglais, this year I went on holiday to Greece. 2 marks for this for me, guys. Bon effort. Numéro 11. Tu, si tu, le choix. Where something you, if you something the choice. It's got to be irais-tu. Where would you go if you had the choice? Irais-tu si tu avais le choix? This is a perfect question that could come your way. Mix in 2 tenses. It's a really nice piece of French. Alors, numéro 12. Si je lirai pour toutes les vacances et je profiterai du. It's going to be if I was able to or if I could. Si je pouvais, je lirai pour toutes les vacances et je profiterai du. And I get the most out of the sun, le soleil. Voilà. 2 more marks for that. So 4 down here. I mean 6 done already. You need 12. How many have you got so far? Let's see if you can get up with our last one. Alors donc c'est nous avons passé un super séjour. That word again. À l'hôtel qui veut dire we had a great stay at the hotel. J'ai surtout aimé. What does this mean? J'ai surtout aimé. J'ai aimé is I liked. This word surtout, so is on top of, tu is everything. This is how you say especially. So I especially liked the view, which was from a postcard. Et voilà les petits 1, 2, 3, 4 et 5 notes pour la dernière question. Et voilà, ajoutez-tu les notes pour moi s'il vous plaît. I said I wanted 12. Well, hang on, I've got an extra challenge. Here it is. Give yourself a mark if you've got this perfectly. I'll give 4 marks for this. 1 mark for the first bit in green, 1 mark for the bit in blue, another mark for, there's a mistake on it, another mark for the bit in yellow, should be an X, and then a final mark again for the stuff in green. So 4 possible marks for this. Make sure it's perfect, guys. Bon effort ici, mes petits. Give yourself a mark at 20. I want 12. If you're under 12, you're not ready for the next stage. Go memorize for a bit and then join the lesson after if you got over 12. Bon effort, let's put you to the real test this week. Hello mes petits, right guys, we've tested your grammar, I've tested your vocab. What we're going to do now is put you to the ultimate test to see how well you really know this language and what you can do. On va faire un dicté. Et voilà, vous avez fait un dicté avant avec moi, vous savez ce qu'il faut faire. Parce que c'est assez compliqué et difficile à expliquer, surtout avec en vidéo. Hein. Je ne suis pas là présent pour vous aider. Je vais expliquer cette fois seulement en anglais. Right guys, so we're going to finish off with my favorite task. What a way to finish off the year. We're going to be doing a dictation. So you'd have seen this on your sheet on Frog. It just looks slightly different because you can type straight into it this year or this time. So being as you're at home and you can type in, what I've done is I put the numbers at the top and then you've got the box underneath that you can just type in. And then if you just press the tab key, it will just keep moving along, so it will really help you out. Otherwise with the numbers, it'll be a pain to do this activity. So that's why it looks different, mais c'est exactement la même activité. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire? Alors, I'm going to read out the text. You know this. I'm going to read it out and I'm going to go between boxes. So when you look, and you can have a look now on your Word document if you want, when you look at your version, it's got some words in it and then some boxes are grey. So you see like 8 is black and then underneath is grey, 12 is grey, 19 the box underneath is grey, 28 is grey, and that's because what I'm going to do is this. We used to do this, like I used to do like a word at a time really slowly, d'habitude, je passe, and it just wasn't challenging enough. So now the reasons there's these grey boxes is I'm going to read from, for example, 1 to 8, and then I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to read 1 to 8 again for the second time. Then I'll go 9 to 12, 9 to 12 again, 13 to 19, 13 to 19. So I'm going to read each section twice at a fairly normal pace. You need to listen, and then underneath in these boxes here, you need to type in the word I've said. But you know this, year 10, it's got to be perfect for you to get the mark. Absolutely perfect, including spelling, including accents. It's got to be perfect for you to get that mark. That is the first activity. This is going to be really tough. There's an extra challenge as well. Et voilà. Donc, pour le défi additionnel, I've just put 6 really nice phrases in here. Once you're done and you've listened to me and you've completed it, all I want you to do is look through the text and see if you can find these 6 things. Alors mes petits, so guys, today you're in charge of this activity, which is great because when I usually do it in class, I like speed up to wind you up or like do the last bit really quickly for a laugh. If I do that today, it's on the video. You can pause me if you're not sure and think about it. It's completely down to you. This is what independence is all about. You might want to challenge yourself and say, I'm not going to pause him. I'm just going to go for it and see what I can do. Or you might want to pause me all the time and make sure it's perfect. Completely down to you. Whatever you want. Quoi qu'il arrive, je suis d'accord. So, completely down to you. I'm going to start reading, and remember, I'll do each section twice. So I'll go 1 to 8, 1 to 8, 9 to 12, 9 to 12. Type in what's missing or write it in if you want. Alors mes petits, let's see what you got. Alors mes petits, right guys, get ready to type. Let's do it from 1 to 8. Remember, you're in control of this. You can stop me, you can pause me, you can rewind, whatever you want, but it's got to be perfect. Parfait. Pour que you get the mark. So let's do it. This is 1 to 8. Il dit, d'habitude, je passe les grandes vacances chez moi. D'habitude, Je passe les grandes vacances chez moi. Et c'est toujours déprimant. Et c'est toujours déprimant. Car mes amis vont au pays exotique. Car mes amis vont au pays exotique. Mais moi, je dois rester à Sutton. Quel dommage. From 20. Mais moi, je dois rester à Sutton. Quel dommage. This is 29. Pourtant, l'été dernier, je suis allé en France. Pourtant, l'été dernier, je suis allé en France. 37. Et j'ai passé un super séjour. Et j'ai passé un super séjour. We're up to 43. L'hôtel était super. J'avais une chambre avec une salle de bain. 43 again. L'hôtel était super. J'avais une chambre avec une salle de bain et une jolie vue de la mer. Et une jolie vue de la mer. Guys, we're up to 61. Plus, il y avait une plage privée. Plus, il y avait une plage privée. J'ai fait de la natation. J'ai fait de la natation. We're up to 74. Le premier jour, ma sœur a pris un coup du soleil. 74 again. Le premier jour, ma sœur a pris un coup du soleil. This is 85. Remember, you can pause me, you can rewind, it's all down to you. We're up to 85. Et donc, elle a dû rester dans l'ombre pour les vacances. MDR. 85 again. Et donc, elle a dû rester dans l'ombre pour les vacances. MDR. 97 guys, almost there. J'ai beaucoup aimé le séjour l'année dernière. Watch the spelling on 102 and 103. 97. J'ai beaucoup aimé le séjour l'année dernière. 104. Mais je me dispute constamment avec ma sœur. Mais je me dispute constamment avec ma sœur. Donc, pour mes vacances de rêve, j'irai toute seule, ce serait génial. J'irai toute seule, ce serait parfait. Voilà, I messed up on 1, 2, 3. Right, guys, so have a look at what you've got. check your work. You can pause, you can rewind, you can listen again as many times as you want, but you only get the mark today if it's absolutely perfect. So spend some time proofreading, 5 minutes at least, see what you can do. Think about the extra challenge as well. When you think you've done all you can, restart the video, I'll show you the answers, and then you can mark it just like in class. Check it first, put me on pause as you're checking through your work to make sure it is perfect. Alors mes petits, right guys, here's the answers. You know how this works from when we're at school. Put me on pause, read through what you've got. If it is perfect, give yourself a tick for it. If there's the slightest thing wrong with it, is wrong today, get a cross for it. And then what I want you to do is see all the ones you've crossed. I mean, that's right, obviously, this is the answers. See all the ones you've crossed, take them away from the grand total. This is box 1 to 70. When you've marked all them, restart the video and I'll go through the rest of them. Et voila, guys, 71 all the way down to the end at 1, 2, 3. Put me on pause, mark up. You've still got the extra challenge as well. Pause me now, go for it. Alors mes petits, right guys, so here's the extra challenge. What a shame is quel dommage. A pretty view is une jolie vue. A private beach, une plage privée. Stay in the shade, restez dans l'ombre. This word ombre, it's hard to say, isn't it? This means shade. LOL is MDR, which stands for mort de rire, dying from laughter. And then constantly is constamment. Right guys, you know how this works. It's such a horrible task this, and you've got to get perfect. I think anything 100 plus, yeah, in the last activity is a fantastic mark. I'll take 95 plus. If you're under 95, I wouldn't feel bad. This is really, really, really tough today, and it's a great way to end what has been a really good year for you guys. You've worked really, really hard, and I think you're in an excellent place. Even with Corona, you guys are in an excellent place for next year. When we come back, we'll do some revision of everything we've covered. The first few weeks will be revision, then we'll do an assessment, and then we'll carry on with what we've been looking at. We'll carry on with Module 5 holidays. But you need to be ready for next year, and that is why in the post this week or next week maybe, you're going to have a little surprise. Et voila, I have posted you all at an exceptional cost a booklet, which is your summer revision pack. Yes, this is on Frog, but I just thought it'd be better if you had a copy to work through. So if you are going away, if you're risking it, you can take it with you. Now, summer homework, this isn't optional. And the reason why it's not optional is because it makes a huge difference to you and what you get in year 11. Year 11 is a short year. You finish your French exams by like May the 20th, I think the last one is, and then it's done. So this June and July, you're not even at school for none of July. For most of June, you will have finished. Year 11 is not even a year long. Think about that. So you need to be ready for these exams that are coming. And to do that, the hard work starts now over the summer holidays. This is what can make and break you and your exams. And it's also your attitude that needs to change. Yeah, think about this. You're starting year 11. You've got to aim high and go for it. Thinking this summer about where you want to be next summer. Do you want to be waiting for your results, which you know you've done really, really well, thinking about going to college or doing A-levels, thinking about university? All of that is ahead of you, but that's one way the summer will go. The other way, next year at this time, you could be really worried about results day, really worried about what you're going to do because you won't get the results. It's down to you and your attitude. So this summer homework is crucial. I will be taking in, your teachers will all be taking you in the first lesson back. It's not optional. If you haven't done it, you'll be put in detention until you do complete this booklet. It's just so worth it. So there's some grammar points and the videos, and then each week I've just given you some reading some listening and a translation. So it's like having a homework every week in French, and this is so important to keep you on top and to keep your French sharp. Guys, work hard on this summer revision, get it completed for next time. You've worked so hard this year, make sure you build on that over the summer to make sure in year 11 you're away and you're going to do really well, which you deserve to do after the work you've done this year. So guys, that's all for after summer. Have a fantastic summer holiday. I hope the weather's nice, and just be safe. Yeah, don't break anything or die, or some of you probably, that'll be fine. No, none of you. I don't hate any of you enough for you to die. Make sure you're being safe. Make sure you have a great summer and come back in September relaxed, rested, and ready to go for it, because we're going to have a really, really strong year next year. Right, guys, have a fantastic summer. Looking forward to seeing you all again soon. Au revoir, à la prochaine fois, à septembre. Au revoir.